Ho, ho, ho! All right, ready for this cheesy intro? DeAndre Swift is a no.
I get it.
Justin Jackson is a go. All
So's
right.
Adam Thielen.
Is he playing?
He's active.
Hey.
So's Damian Harris.
Hey, Hey, all right, good. Before I ask you how you're doing and all that, there are three players that I've gotten so many questions about them. I am struggling so hard to rank them. Justin Jackson, Damian Harris, Javonte Williams. Help me out.
Rank them among the three of them?
Uh-huh.
I don't really think Damian Harris belongs in that discussion, personally.
Ramondre Stevenson is out, though.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
But Damian Harris doesn't catch passes. He's going up against a Buffalo defense that for the whole season has been very good. I know they haven't been great against running backs lately, but I still don't think that. The thing with Damian Harris,
their best defensive tackles out.
The thing about Damian Harris, it doesn't matter what the matchup is. If he scores a touchdown, he's going to have a pretty good fantasy game. If he doesn't, he's got a really low ceiling. Like that's ultimately what it comes down to. Justin Jackson and Javonte Williams both have many more ways to have a good fantasy game. Justin Jackson, in the 3 games that he played without Austin Eckler last season, averaged 5.7 targets per game. Javonte Williams has been right around 4 or 5 for I think the last 6 or 7 games.
So the other two then.
So pretty easy for me.
Oh, well, no, it's easy to put Harris last for you.
Yes,
but
that's what I said.
Who's first?
I'm going with Justin Jackson. Justin Jackson is a top 12 running back for me this week. I actually have him just ahead of Ronald Jones.
How do you feel about these, Chris?
They're just regular Hershey's Kisses.
Uh-huh.
They're fine.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just Hershey's chocolate, and it in kind of an awkward way to eat them.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat them while we chat. I don't have anything to eat today.
That's weird. I haven't eaten either, but I'm not gonna force people to stare at my mouth while I'm eating because I'm not rude.
They take like 2 seconds to eat. DJ Moore is active, Chris. Where are we ranking him?
Top 20 for sure. Top 15. I've got him just ahead of Amon-Ra St. Brown, Marquise Brown, and Russell Gage.
I am out on Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm not completely out on him. I mean, I'm sure he could still be okay.
It's still the Falcons, and Tim Boyle can throw the ball 5 yards down the field, and that's all Amon-Ra St. Brown actually does is run 5-yard routes. He's the poor man's Hunter Renfrow, but as we saw with last week, that role is not as secure as you necessarily think.
Boy, top 15. So does that mean you have DJ Moore ahead of, let's say, Jamar Chase?
Yes.
Amari Cooper?
Oh, yeah.
DK Metcalf?
Yep.
Okay.
Terry McLaurin?
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think I'd start the other guys over him because Sam Darnold is going to play. So they're going to have a quarterback rotation today. I don't like that.
No, I get that. But Moore has still averaged 70 yards per game in the 4 games that Cam Newton has started. And I mean, we have seen him be very, very good with Sam Darnold. So, maybe there's some of that there. It's not a terrible matchup. It's not a great matchup, but they should have to throw more than they usually do. So look, wide receiver, if you're asking me if I feel good about DJ Moore, well, no, he's 15, but
okay.
Like Emmanuel Sanders is 28. Chase Claypool is 30. I don't feel good about anybody, really. I feel good about everyone through about number 12 in my rankings. Maybe number 13. CeeDee Lamb would be 13. Jalen Waddle's 12. I feel good about those guys. I feel decent about T. Higgins, but after that,
I feel good about T. Higgins. I feel, and I guess I shouldn't feel great about Jamar Chase. He just hasn't been good enough, but I feel good about the Bengals passing game. I'm optimistic there. Poor Chris, by the way. Poor Chris facing Will Brinson in FFT.
It's unbelievable. My team is projected for 150 points, and I'm projected to lose by 30.
Brinson has Devante Adams, Cooper Kupp, and Deebo Samuel.
It's ridiculous.
He's starting right now Mike Davis, and he has Devin Singletary on his bench, so he should definitely make that switch. I'm not going to tell him that. And poor Chris loses Travis Kelce for that game, so I'm sorry you're not going to advance there. All right, so let's get to some questions.
I believe in miracles, Adam.
Yeah, I do. Fix the mic. Is there a problem with my mic? I see a fix the mic. You can hear this, right?
Is there a problem with my mic?
I think we're good. I mean, let me just check. So yeah, that's my mic is good. All right, if you see any audio issues, let me know. DST, Bengals or Eagles?
I'm going with the Eagles there.
Favorite Eagles song?
Heartache Tonight.
Oh,
I think that's what it is. Yeah. That's
band.
the one with like the drums, right?
It's gonna be a hard.
Yeah, I like that song. That's
fine, but it's Hotel California is obviously the answer. Pick 3. Russell Gage, T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, Justin Jackson. Who are we sitting here? Half PPR.
I'm sitting Russell Gage there.
Okay, I need 2 running backs and a flex PPR. Madison, Zeke, Montgomery, some of Chris's favorites. And a flex, Thielen, Penny, Sony, Antonio. Holy cat. Are you kidding? You need 3 from this list? All right, go ahead, man. Le'Veon Bell is active, by the way.
I'm not expecting much, but he'll get some passing downs work, I would imagine. Okay, so I would go with Okay, so Alexander Madison is the must start. I would say Antonio Brown and Justin Jackson.
You like Jackson better than Ronald Jones?
I like Jackson better than Ronald Jones, yes.
Okay. I would go Jones.
Actually, I have David Montgomery ranked. I have Montgomery ranked ahead of Justin Jackson. Seahawks are a good matchup for running backs, especially in the passing game, and Nick Foles should throw to him more than Justin Fields would. And we've seen a significant jump in David Montgomery's passing game usage over the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think Montgomery is going to lead this group in catches. I think I still would go with Ronald Jones, but the 2 that we agree on are Madison and Antonio Brown. Those feel like the must starts here. DJ Moore or Sony Michel in PPR? I'm going to go with Sony Michel.
Yeah, that's Sony for me.
Yeah, okay. Miles Sanders, Justin Jackson, or Hunter Renfrow?
That is Jackson for me. I do have him ranked higher than Sanders.
Okay. Pick 2 in PPR. Pollard, Darrell Williams, Penny, and Judy. Pick 2.
Penny and Pollard.
Yeah, all right. Pollard or Duke Johnson?
I would have to go with Pollard. I have no idea what to expect from Duke Johnson.
Who are we sitting? Miles Sanders, Ronald Jones, Jamar Chase, Justin Jackson, or Russell Gage? Half PPR.
I believe I am sitting Gage instead of Sanders.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, pick 3. Gage, Higgins, Waddle. Oh, we did that one. Sit Gage. We like Gage, but...
Yeah, no, Gage is a top 20 wide receiver for me, for sure.
Kadarius Toney is active. Javonte Williams, Najee Harris, Saquon Barkley, Antonio Gibson, Justin Jackson, Ronald Jones.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I have a little thing that like helps me. I can connect my headphones to my phone, and my cat, like, it's her favorite toy in the world.
Was
she
it
loves hiding it under the rug?
Did you get her a Christmas present?
No, I get her presents all the time.
Oh, that's nice.
We didn't think we were going to be home for Christmas, honestly. So like, we didn't do anything for Christmas. We ended up having to stay home. So
a lot of people. That's happened to a lot of people.
A lot of people, yeah.
I hope everybody had a great Christmas.
It was nice.
Continue
good food.
Good. I had to stay home too, unfortunately, and I overcooked the pork, so didn't have great food.
I cooked it well. It just took me like 9 hours. And I cooked too much of it. I got a 9-pound pork shoulder for me and my wife.
We had a 2-pound pork shoulder and it was too much.
Yeah. All right. So among this group, I'm going with Justin Jackson, Ronald Jones, and I do have Najee Harris over Javonte Williams.
Okay. So what are we doing about Antonio Gibson?
I would avoid him if I could. I've got him like right around 28.
Even if you have Patterson, it's not a very appealing situation.
No, because Gibson is likely going to get the start. And I would guess he's going to get as much work as he can handle, but we have no idea how much that's going to be. The thing that really concerned me was Ron Rivera saying that there was a similar injury to the one he suffered last year. Now, that one cost him 2 games. He did come back, but it was still an issue, you think, right up until the start of training camp. He was off to he was limited throughout OTAs and mini camps as a result of that toe injury last year. So it was a serious injury, and I'm very worried about it.
It's fun to check some scores right now. Dave Richard has a 73-0 lead in a league, and he is a underdog. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people go already, and Mayron has not had anyone go. And he's starting Josh Johnson. Good luck to you, Dave Richard. All right, let's go back to the question.
Oh, is that the 2 QB league?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Folk, Justin Tucker, or waiver wire? No, I go Tucker.
Yeah, I'm fine with Tucker.
Half point per completion, Matt Ryan or Russell Wilson, or a waiver wire quarterback?
I have Russell Wilson ranked higher.
All right.
Lockett coming back is good news for him for sure.
Sure is. Start 2, Miles Sanders, Joe Mixon, Alvin Kamara.
Sitting Miles Sanders.
Start 2, Cooper, Terry, or Gage?
Gage and Terry.
Okay.
Yeah, Terry, I'm debating him versus Jamar Chase, which I'm just going to go with Chase. I'm just going to ride that Mixon, Chase, Higgins combination in one of my leagues, even though they all collectively almost ruined my season last week. But Terry, the Cowboys, the one thing they're not good at on defense is against big plays. They've given up the second most big plays this season, plays over 30 yards. The most has been the Baltimore Ravens. So that is something to keep in mind, is that they are very susceptible to big plays, and Terry McLaurin is obviously very, very good at that.
Yeah. I would go with Cooper over McLaurin. But it's not easy. Cooper.
I don't know what's going on with Cooper.
Well, I look at his snap counts. In fact, I haven't pulled it up right now. The last 2 games have been full snap count, 88%, 93%. And against Washington, he had 51 yards and a touchdown. I think what's going on with Cooper is what's going on with Dak. He's not throwing the ball downfield at all. Dave did a great job outlining that. But by the way, just to pause my thought here, the 3 games before that for Cooper, 58%, 66%, 34%.
Yeah.
So,
and that was right after the hamstring injury, I believe.
One of them was. 2 of them were blowouts. Blowout loss against Denver, blowout win against Atlanta. But look, it's 51 or fewer yards in 5 straight games. It's hard to trust. Just the fact that he scored against Washington, the fact that he usually does pretty well against good matchups. He's had brutal matchups this year. I don't know. And the fact that it's McLaurin here, it's not like we got a layup. Kamara, Clyde, Patterson, Justin Jackson, Ronald Jones. We need 3.
So is it crazy to think that I'm not convinced Ian Book's going to be worse than Taysom Hill has been?
No. Well, you mean
Taysom Hill's been so bad throwing the ball, and Book is athletic enough.
I think he'll be worse. He is athletic. It's his first start.
Yeah.
But I'm nervous.
No, look, I don't think it's going to be good, but I'm not too worried about Kamara. I'm
worried about him just in general. I mean,
sure.
He's not Alvin Kamara right now,
Yeah, no. If you're talking about worried about Alvin Kamara versus where I was coming into the season or where I've been the last few seasons, yes, I'm very, very worried because he's not that guy, or he doesn't have that role in the offense, and this offense isn't what we thought or hoped it would be. But in terms of where he's been, I don't think this is that much worse for Alvin Kamara. I'm still expecting him to be a top 6 to 8 running back this week. So he's definitely starting for me, and I think it's Jackson and Rojo for me over CEH and Patterson. Although I think all 5 of these guys are all 5 are top 20, and everyone but CEH is top 15 for me.
Okay, so the only thing we disagree on is I would start Patterson over Jackson. I would go Kamara, Jones, and Patterson.
I think Jackson's gonna have a big game.
I hope so. It's just
such a good spot.
Oh, if Joshua Kelly weren't there, I know there was the report that Jackson's going to get the work. Like if I knew he was going to get like a Madison role or even a Patterson role, 15 carries, 2 catches or something, then.
So you're calling out fantasy analyst Austin Eckler?
What did he say?
He, I guess he's got a show with Liz Loza.
Oh yeah,
on Yahoo.
Cool.
And he said, go make sure you add Justin Jackson. So.
Well, I have to start Josh Kelly in a league, for goodness sake. Yeah, 14 teams. It's either him or Jared Patterson. That's so frustrating because if I knew Gibson were out, I'd go Patterson. All right, who do I start? Ronald Jones, Justin Jackson, Pollard, or Henderson? It's either going to be Jackson or Jones. You like Jackson, right?
I like Jackson.
Jefferson, Oh no. Should I sit Jefferson for no?
No, you never sit. You don't sit Justin Jefferson.
No, it's interesting because I've been talking a lot about the shadowing thing, and I had said the wrong thing with Ramsey shadowing. I said he shadowed Adams. I think it was Hopkins, actually. That was more recent than Adams. He shadowed Hopkins, and I thought he would shadow Metcalf, and he did. However, with Thielen back, I don't think he's going to shadow Justin Jefferson. And
even if he does,
he won't do well against Justin Jefferson.
Even if he does, like Justin Jefferson is arguably the best wide receiver in football. Like you don't sit that guy. You don't sit Devante Adams. You don't sit DeAndre Hopkins at his peak. You just don't sit those guys. It doesn't make any sense. We saw last week DK Metcalf. If Russell Wilson puts a little more air under that ball, DK Metcalf has 100+ yards against Jalen Ramsey.
A little more air? That was so bad.
7 to 10 more yards, yes.
We got a good audience here today. Let's see how many likes we have.
137.
Okay. 196.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, not bad, guys. Hit that like button.
I'm sorry for doubting you.
We're at 200. 200 likes. You probably don't like me eating Hershey's Kisses. I'm so hungry, though. I'm sorry. All right, back to it here. Who do I start in a flex? 0.5 point per carry. Van Jefferson. Jalen Guyton. He's out.
Guyton's out.
You could be thinking about Josh Palmer, though. Van Jefferson, Gallup, Devin Singletary.
I think it's Singletary. Even without the 0.5 per carry, but with the 0.5 per carry, I think it's definitely him.
He could definitely fill that Cole Beasley role a little bit here. I think he's a sneaky play.
Yeah. I mean, he had 7 or 8 targets a couple games ago, right?
Yeah, that was the Bucks game, I believe. Yep. He had 6 catches, something like that. I don't know if we answered this. We'll do it again if we did. Javonte Williams, Najee Harris, Saquon Barkley, Antonio Gibson, Justin Jackson, Ronald Jones. These are tremendous running backs. Saquon and Gibson are out of the equation for me.
Yep.
All right, so give us 3 or 4.
Najee, Jackson, and Jones for me.
Yeah. Man, again, I still don't know if I like Javonte or Justin Jackson more. I'm glad I don't have to.
It's really tough. I mean, I'm pretty sure that is, so Harris is 8 for me. Jackson is 10. Jones is 11. Javonte's 13.
All right.
So
I think
you've got awesome options.
Jackson makes sense over Javonte Williams. I'm there now. All right. Which 2 do I go in PPR? Swift is out. So Penny, Freeman, Jamal Williams.
I would go with, I
go Penny and Freeman.
I think I would go Penny and Freeman. That's really tough.
Pick 3 in PPR: Zeke, CEH, Rojo, McLaurin, and more.
Man, okay. Rojo, Zeke, and I think CEH over the wide receivers.
That's a tough one. All right. Oh, look at this. Min donated to the local food bank. Thank you. That is great. We encourage everyone to do something nice on the holiday. Donate to something. 21 years in a dynasty league. I've never won. Wow. All right. Best opportunities now. Let's get to that championship game. Standard scoring. Pick 2 running backs. Mixon, Barkley, and Michelle.
Mixon and Michelle.
Yep. Pollard or Duke Johnson. Oh, we said Pollard, right?
Yep.
All right. Okay. Standard scoring. Damian Harris or Antonio Brown?
Antonio Brown.
More Antonio Brown, Jackson, or Diggs? Who are we sitting here?
More.
Less is more. Playing the 1 seed, or more is less there in that scenario.
Yeah, more is less. Yeah.
I don't want to confuse you. Just sit more. Playing the number 1 seed. What should I play? He's going with James Robinson, Javonte Williams, and Ronald Jones over Miles Sanders and Sony Michel.
Among the remaining running backs, James Robinson is my number 2. He's actually just my number 3 for the week. Don't feel super great about that.
Nah, you should. I'll take the under, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with all those picks over Sanders and Michel. But Sanders and Michel are both top 20 for me as well.
I really like them both, but I think you go that way. Sanders versus Williams is also interesting. Just, Sanders is on fire. Man, is he running well.
He's looked really good.
I think he's going to have another 100-yard game.
Yeah, I'm just not sure how to feel about this quad injury. And like going from not practicing at all to not having an injury designation. I guess it could mean he has his normal role, which could be great, but I don't know. It's just weird. And
I think it's a good tiebreaker. You're right. Play it safe because he has the tendency to leave games early.
And like Jordan Howard and Jalen Hurts, I think are maybe not above him in the RB hierarchy or the goal line hierarchy, but Hurts definitely is. And I think Howard's right there with him. So his chances of scoring a touchdown, even in a good matchup, are just relatively low.
Dolphins or Chiefs? Dolphins, yeah. Okay, we got 2 running backs and a flex. Jacobs, Justin Jackson, Javonte, Waddle, and St. Brown. Yeah, right.
Jacobs and Jackson, because Jacobs and Jackson. Really like Jacobs this week. And Waddle over St. Brown for sure. Yeah. Oh wait,
I don't really like
versus Waddle.
I don't hate Jacobs, but I don't love him in full PPR. I mean,
the passing game is that's the thing. The passing game role has been so good lately.
It is, but even with that role, he's RB. What did I say? It's RB 16 or RB 18 per game. In his last 8 games in full PPR and 29 per game in non PPR.
I would go Javonte over Waddle just slightly.
Yeah. All right. Ronald Jones or Justin Jackson?
Justin Jackson for me.
Yeah, we're split on that, but
I mean they're back to back in my rankings, so it's not like I have a strong opinion one way or the other.
Javonte or Justin Jackson?
Justin Jackson. They are almost back to back in my rankings.
Fant or Kmet?
Oh, let's see. I do have Cole Kmet a little bit higher. Yeah.
PPR with Travis Kelce out, Kmet, Cook, or Henry?
I have Cook ranked the highest.
Yeah.
Mike Williams being out helps. Mike Williams gets a lot of in-close targets that could go to Jared Cook instead.
He does.
Donald Parham as well.
Yeah, I actually forgot to check if I got him. Let's see. Did I get Jared Cook? I did get Jared Cook. Okay, great. I'm starting him over Gerald Everett, and he is in my lineup.
I am starting Evan Ingram in one league, in the FFT league. Yeah.
All right. Take advantage of that Eagles matchup. Good luck.
Great about it.
I'm sure. All right. Give me one. Patterson, Craig Reynolds. It's Patterson. Oh, it's Jarrett Patterson. I'm sorry.
Jarrett Patterson.
Craig Reynolds, Tyler Johnson, or Josh Palmer. Oh, I feel good about my answer here. What are you going to say?
I think I would go with Josh Palmer.
That's where I'm doing too. Let's go Josh Palmer. I don't feel great about it, but
no.
Pick 2. Oh, sit Saquon. Lockett, Higgins, Jones, and Zeke. Who are you sitting? Who is Jones?
Which Jones?
Well, it ain't Aaron and it ain't Julio.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Let's see. Jones. Jones. Ronald Jones.
Oh.
Remember him?
I think I would sit, man. I think I would sit Higgins among this group. I do have Lockett just a little bit higher than Higgins.
That's a very nice picture, Stanley. Very nice. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Henry, Gesicki, or Kmet?
I have Gesicki just ahead of Kmet, or Henry and Kmet.
We need 3 running backs. Javonte, Clyde, Sanders, Gibson, Madison.
So Madison for sure. And then Javonte and Sanders.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going to go Sanders or Clyde there.
Yep, I have Sanders ahead of Clyde.
Look at this. PPR Superflex, Big Ben or Ronald Jones?
I think you still go with Big Ben.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? I got a Superflex decision myself. Let's see how you feel about this. I think we're going to go. Oh, we sat A.J. Brown. Oh, I hate us.
Unbelievable.
Oh, God, we have some tough calls here. For 3 spots in a 4-point per passing touchdown league. Sony Michel, Joe Mixon, Taylor Heineke, and Justin Jackson. Who's sitting?
So tell me again.
Sony Michel, Joe Mixon, and Justin Jackson, and Taylor Heineke.
I think I'm sitting Sony there.
Oh, God. Okay. I have to talk to Heath about that one. I have to consult with my... All right, what are we doing here? We answer this one. Go with Josh Palmer. Rashad Penny or Tyler Johnson?
Rashad Penny.
Pick 2 wide receivers. Higgins, Devante Parker, Emmanuel Sanders. There we go. And DJ Moore.
Higgins and Moore for me.
Singletary or Penny?
Singletary.
Cousins or Burrow?
Burrow, I think. Let me just double check that one. Yeah, Burrow.
Javonte or Justin Jackson? This has been the theme of the day. All right, it's in case you missed it. It's Ronald. It's for Chris, Jackson, Ronald Jones, Javonte. For me, it's Ronald Jones, Justin Jackson, Javonte. Man, we got a lot of questions today, huh? Good stuff. A lot of people are in it. Sony or Barkley?
PPR, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what is happening to my mouse?
Sony for me.
No. Yes, Sony. What is going on with my
Ronald
mouse?
Jones or Cortland Sutton? Marvin Jones or Cortland Sutton?
It's got to be Marvin. No LaVisca today.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I wanted to start Laquan Treadwell.
Every week when I do my rankings process, I try as hard as I can to make the Jaguars not show up in the top 30. And every week it's I've got Marvin Jones projected for 4 catches for 45 yards, and somehow he's a top 35 wide receiver because wide receiver is so trash right now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't hate it this week. I feel like I like it more this week than I did in the previous weeks. I don't know why. I don't. Okay.
I'm never going to feel good about Amon-Ra St. Brown being a top 20 option.
I don't think he'd be top 20 for me. But then I don't have rankings, so let me see who I'm.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing I didn't appreciate before this season. This was my first season doing rankings, and it's so much easier to just sit back and say, "Well, how can you have that guy ranked over that guy?" Until you actually have to do it.
All right, so I'm just looking at, say, Dave's rankings. Here are wide receivers I would start over Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jamar Chase, Amari Cooper, DK Metcalf, Odell Beckham.
Nah.
And that would probably be it. So he'd probably be around 24 or something like that. Tyler Lockett, if that's not obvious.
Yeah, Lockett's top 12 for me.
He's a little low for Heath. Well, he was anyway. I guess I should probably refresh this. All right, Zeke, it's Jackson. You're starting Jackson over Zeke. Eagles, Dolphins, or Cowboys? Who we like?
I like the Dolphins. Actually, Cowboys.
I like the Eagles. I think they would probably be, my number one DST. Oh, this is an emergency. Oh, there's Chris's butt. What's up, Chris's butt?
Sorry about that.
Justin Jackson, Russell Gage, Rojo, or Mixon. We need 2.
Jackson and Mixon for me.
Man, did Jonathan Taylor lay an egg or what? 46 yards, I think, on the first play of the game, and you get.
This is
egg.
This is the hard thing about guys who don't catch a lot of passes, and Jonathan Taylor's usually better than 0 catches. And he could have had a big gain on the one target that he did get. Carson Wentz just overthrew him. That was disappointing. But yeah, if he doesn't find the end zone, 108-yard game ends up being a dud, and it's it's kind of unfair. But yes, for fantasy, it wasn't a great game.
No, it was not. Jared Cook or Noah Gray? I'm going to go with Cook. Yeah. Michelle or Miles Sanders?
I feel like we answered that one. I have Miles Sanders 1 spot ahead.
Bucks or Dolphins?
Dolphins.
Beckham or Van Jefferson?
Beckham.
Antonio Brown or Stephon Diggs? Brown.
I have Diggs 1 spot higher, but I totally understand it.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Thank you, David. Bench one in half PPR. Javonte, Clyde, Justin Jackson, or Joe Mixon?
Bench and Clyde.
All right. Josh Allen, or Jalen Hurts? Dude, that's a tough one. Actually, I'm going to go with Hurts. What about you?
Benching Hurts.
No, Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts?
I've got Josh Allen one spot higher still.
Renfro or Justin Jackson?
Justin Jackson.
Jamal Williams or Javonte Williams?
Oh, Javonte, easy.
Metcalf, Van Jefferson, or Renfro?
I have Renfro ranked highest.
All right. It's 12:03. We'll reset a little bit here. We welcome you to Fantasy Football today. We got 906 people in the room, Chris. How many likes? How many likes do we have?
386.
That is terrific. 379. Very, very nice work there. Please hit the like button. I'm going to be ambitious today. We've never gotten to 1,000 likes. I'm going to say we should get to 1,000 likes.
Let's do it. We're on pace.
Yeah, we are. We're doing great. Big audience today.
Pace up, guys.
I wasn't really sure what the audience would be like. I know it's a holiday weekend, but I'm happy to see everybody's out here today and hanging out with us. We're going to answer as many questions as we can. No Frank
Everybody's
today.
nursing their eggnog hangovers.
Did you have any eggnog?
No, I drink coquito, which is like
Coquito?
Coquito, yes. You've never had coquito?
Dude, you can't just drink raw cookie dough. You're gonna get very sick.
Anyway, it is it's like the Puerto Rican like Noche Buena drink, and it's a lot like eggnog, but there's no egg in it, so it's just more like nog. And it's like coconut milk and condensed milk and stuff.
Is it alcoholic?
Yes.
So then why would you ask me if I've had it?
Because it's lovely. You just sip on it. It's great. I thought about getting some this morning. Just put some in your coffee.
Like we have a little emoji for your butt. The peach. A cookie for Adam. No, I'm not eating cookies. I'm eating Hershey's Kisses, and they're holiday flavored, which is great. Give me a running back.
Regular flavored, aren't they?
What's that?
They're just regular flavored.
No, they're very different. The red and the green and the silver ones. No, they're all the same. Running back.
I do like the white chocolate ones with like the swirls.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't appreciate those.
All right, fine.
I certainly don't like the peppermint ones either. What peppermint?
I like mint chocolate though.
You like peppermint?
Yeah.
It's really bad.
I like wintergreen more.
I know Justin Jackson is your running back.
Yes.
Who's your flex?
Sonny Michel.
Okay. We need a desperation wide receiver too. Already starting Diggs. Sanders, Myers, or Gallup?
Just double up. Go all in.
Yeah, go
Bills,
Bills.
baby.
And
Sanders is almost a top 24 wide receiver for me.
Lockett or Mixon?
Mixon.
I think I'm going to go Lockett. I'm a little concerned about Mixon.
Nah.
You can't just,
He's Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's always the same thing. It's like he goes through these stretches where he has a couple 100-yard games, scores a bunch of touchdowns. We're like, Joe Mixon's great. And then he has a couple games where he doesn't do those things. And, Joe Mixon's terrible. And it's like, he's the same Joe Mixon as always. He's got a big play potential. He's got touchdown potential. He doesn't have a high floor.
You know what he has? I'll tell you this. I'm just realizing this. He has 300-yard games this year. Mm-hmm. Just rushing. You know what he had in common in those 3 games? 28 or more carries in all 3 games.
Well,
this
could absolutely be a 28 carry game.
I don't know. In his last 3 games, he has 17 to 19 carries for 54 to 58 yards. He has 3 catches. I'm surprised that you're all in on Mixon like this when you hate this.
No, it's the passing game role has
last 3 games combined.
Yeah, but a big part of it is the Bengals are I think they're 6-point favorites now, something like that, with Jackson out. Let's see.
Yeah, he'll get
7-point
carries.
He's going to get a ton of carries. He's got a good chance of scoring a touchdown. That's the biggest thing for me. It's not. I don't love the passing game role, but I think he's a pretty good bet for 20+ carries and a touchdown.
All right. Henderson or Sony Michel? It's Sony right now. We're going Sony.
Sony for sure.
Josh Johnson or Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Listen, it doesn't matter if your opponent has Justin Jefferson. Yeah. You might as well get some of those points, right?
Yeah.
You know? But no, it doesn't matter. You start your best player, and it's definitely Cousins there. Standard scoring, pick 2, Rojo, Madison, Jackson, Sanders. All right, does Chris like Rojo more than Jackson in non-PPR? I know we're starting Madison. Who's number 2?
No, Jackson is ranked higher in non-PPR for me. So I guess that is a distinction worth noting.
Who is?
Jones is ranked higher than Jackson in non-PPR. So it would be Madison and Jackson, or Madison and Jones in non-PPR. Patterson versus Jackson in non-PPR is really interesting. I think I would still go with Jackson, though.
Yeah. I think I'd probably go Patterson.
It's tough because they've been using him more like a traditional running back, Patterson, over the last 5 weeks or so.
Yeah,
his role in the passing game, they've stopped splitting him out wide nearly as much.
I like him, though, in that role this week, you know?
Yeah. Against Detroit, it should work out pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a tough one for you. Rex Burkhead or Justin Jackson, full PPR?
Just barely Justin Jackson.
Yeah, go with Jackson.
It's only about 25 spots difference.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I wish I could have confidence in Michael Carter this week because you've got Miles Jack and Josh Allen out for the Jaguars.
Great matchup, but you just don't know what the usage is going to be.
Yeah, it's a shame. We haven't had one Michael Carter question. Standard scoring.
He's top 25 for me.
Okay. That's good. Good to know. Michael Carter. Ezekiel Elliott. We need 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, NFL. All right, let's set your whole lineup. Ezekiel Elliott, Javonte Williams, Penny Pollard, Damian Harris. Pick 2.
Zeke and Javonte. Okay,
I'm going Damian Harris. This is standard scoring. So I will take Damian over Zeke. I knew we were going to disagree on that. I don't love it, but I'll do that. 2 wide receivers, Brown, Higgins, Devante Smith, Deontay Johnson.
Oh, man. Brown and Deontay.
And a flex.
Well, tight end and a flex.
Well,
Andrews over Pitts. I think my flex in non-PPR would still be Higgins, but Higgins versus Harris is close.
Yeah, and Higgins versus Zeke is close for me. I really like Higgins this week. I'm going to go Higgins. I'm going to sit Zeke, and Chris is going to sit Harris. So that is Javonte, Antonio Brown, Deontay Johnson, T. Higgins, and for Chris, Zeke. For me, Damian Harris. Alrighty. Derek Lincoln, Mooney, Waddle, Cooper. Pick 2.
Waddle and Cooper.
Justin Jackson, Cordell. Oh, man. Pick 3. Robinson is 1. Jackson or Patterson, PPR?
Jackson over Patterson.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like I feel good about players this week. I feel more optimistic about players this week. I don't know what's happening to me. Maybe it's the Christmas spirit.
Or maybe it's your expectations are so low coming off last week that
maybe. You want to read this one?
Merry Chris Butt.
Tua Tagovailoa or Derek Carr?
Tua Tagovailoa.
You want to hear a crazy stat?
Yes.
In his last 7 games, Derek Carr. Oh wow, I didn't go ahead and put this in my notes. So let me tell you, Derek Carr in his last 7 games, I think he's got 2 decent games. I'll tell you in a second. He has 2 games with more than 11 fantasy points or 12 fantasy points. 2 games with more than that. He's been terrible. In those 7 games, he is averaging 270 yards per game. It doesn't jive with a guy who has 2 games with more than 12 fantasy points. He's
got what?
Touchdown luck.
2 touchdown.
I think he has 2.5% touchdown rate. He has 1 game with multiple touchdown passes. 1 game.
I want to look up. He's averaging 20.8 points in 4 point per passing touchdown over the last 2 seasons with Darren Waller in the lineup compared to 16.7 without Waller.
I'm going Tua also, but I was surprised at the 270 yards per game. A lot of that is 373 at Dallas.
He's averaging 268 in the 4 games he's played without Waller. So, it's not.
He's averaging about 250 outside of the Dallas game in his last 3 games.
But that's coming on about 40 attempts per game.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's throwing the ball a lot. Yeah. Ronald Jones or Hollywood Brown?
Rojo.
Tyler Boyd, DJ Moore, Josh Palmer. Pick 2.
DJ Moore and Tyler Boyd.
Devante Parker, Sony Michel, Duke Johnson, Cole Kmet. PPR.
Sony Michel.
Yeah.
And I'll go with.
I don't know that you need more than one.
Well,
anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sony Michel.
Okay. Justin Jackson, T. Higgins, or Damian Harris?
Justin Jackson, T. Higgins, or Damian Harris. In standard scoring, I would go Justin Jackson and T. Higgins.
Chris, we are about halfway through our show. And do you think we have half of our projected likes? We're trying to get 1,000 today. Do you think we've reached the 500 mark?
I think so.
You are correct. 522 likes. Smash it. Hit that like button. Let's get up to 1,000. Let's break records. You're not aware of this. There's never been a live video on YouTube that's gotten 1,000 likes. Ever.
In history?
Ever. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. We're going to be the first.
That would be a big deal. That would be historic, guys. Help us make history.
Higbee or Schultz?
Take that, Fortnite. Schultz over Higbee.
I lost Tyler Huntley. Am I starting Matt Ryan or Big Ben?
Lost Tyler Huntley. Matt Ryan.
His logo is reminding me of something. It's a pretty interesting logo. Did you see
That's the Grateful Dead, but with the state of Maine replacing the lightning bolt.
Oh, okay. Cool. Did you see the thing about the Cleveland Browns logo looking like a rabbit pushing a shopping cart?
It's fantastic.
100%
looked like that.
I'm going to see if we could get Strager to pull that up. We don't have a producer today, but I'll see if he's got a second to pull that up so everybody can take a look. All right, let me see if he can pull that off. Please rank in half PPR. Robinson, Montgomery, Javonte, Zeke, Justin Jackson, Madison, Waddle. It's a lot.
Yeah. Madison. Okay, so it's Madison, Robinson, Montgomery, Jackson, Waddle, Zeke, Javonte. And it's Cook over Kmet at.
You like Zeke better than Javonte?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm the last person who still believes that Zeke is a good fantasy player.
Yeah. Look, I don't hate him, but I don't know. Maybe I'm too excited about Javonte Williams.
I mean, it's one spot, so if you want to flip flop them, that's totally fine with me. But Javonte's got a great matchup against the Raiders. I understand. I get it.
He does, yeah, and I think they'll be competitive. I really hope Drew Lock doesn't just sink their offense, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, and he's getting more targets than Gordon. That's a big part of it for me. Why I like Javonte.
He is. You know what? I meant to look this up. I think I have it pulled up here. Let's see, receiving last year. Yeah, I mean, this is discouraging because last year Melvin Gordon only had 44 targets in 15 games. It's like I know Teddy Bridgewater would give Javonte the targets. I don't know that it's going to happen this week with.
Well, Drew Lock's got to throw the ball 50 yards downfield when his receivers are 40 yards downfield. So
Antonio Brown, Scary Terry, Jalen Waddle, St. Brown, and Thielen. Give me 3.
I'm starting Brown, Waddle, and I would go Thielen over St. Brown.
Kamara, Javonte, Mixon, pick 2.
Okay, Kamara and Mixon.
Penny or Beckham? Mean comment. You think Heath is a grump? You think Heath is a grump?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, Heath can be a grump. Yeah.
Well, all of us can be a grump. I don't think he's a grump.
Yeah, I'm looking at Drew Lock last season, and he threw more passes to KJ Hamler and Deshaun Hamilton than Melvin Gordon or Philip Lindsay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, he had like a 12 or 13% target share to yeah, see, there's the ears, the little eye, the tail, the bushy tail.
I don't see the ears. Oh, right, yeah. Okay. There are the ears.
It's even like there's two of them.
Yeah. Okay. Is this supposed to be the teeth? That big white part?
I think he's like smiling.
Yeah.
I think
right.
He's like a. And then there's his little arm, and he's pushing a little shopping cart.
That's really brilliant. Thank you, Shraggy B. Appreciate that.
You know, I was going over the parts with my mouse, and then I just realized that nobody could see my mouse.
Oh yeah, I know. I was pointing with my finger. I was like, wait, I definitely don't think people can see me pointing with my finger. All right, let's get back to it here. Josh Johnson or Tua?
Tua.
Who we flexing in full PPR? McLaurin, Michelle, St. Brown, or Harris?
McLaurin, Michelle, St. Brown, Harris, McLaurin. Michelle, and in PPR, I would go St. Brown over McLaurin. Okay,
let's go with Harris, Jackson, Javonte, Higgins, and Amon-Ra St. Brown in standard scoring. Did we do this one? I'm sorry. I don't think we did.
Yeah, pick 3, Jackson, Javonte, and Higgins for me.
All right, pick 3, Jamar Chase, Renfro, Justin Jackson, Amari Cooper, Damian Harris, Russell Gage. Start with Jackson.
Jackson and Renfro would be the top 2, and then I have Gage ranked ahead of Chase, but I could go either way. Chase certainly has more upside, I would imagine.
If this is non-PPR, I'm going to go with Damian Harris. Actually, non-PPR would change things a lot because I'd probably sit Renfro.
Yeah, I mean, before last week, he was still average. He had 300-yard games in a row, right?
Yeah, he did.
That's the hard thing, is that the volume has been so good for him. Yeah, Jackson, Renfro, and Chase. I would go with Harris over Chase in non-PPR.
Okay. We got Rashad Penny, Darrell Henderson, Darrell Williams, or Russell Gage. It's a non-PPR league.
That would be Penny. Gage.
Penny or Gage, it's tough. Yeah, I go Gage. I do think Penny bounces back this week. I
sure hope so.
Yeah, I don't know to what extent. I think he's kind of a low-end starter. But when I was giving advice 2 weeks ago, I think I made it pretty clear I didn't like him in week 15.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not just going to – that's the thing. It's like you pick up a guy, he has a bad matchup, he struggles. You got to remember how you felt about him beforehand. I thought bad matchup in week 15, it's going to be good in 16 and 17. You can't stay healthy, so you got to, even mid-game, you got to downgrade Penny a little bit.
Yeah, that's the question I have was his role last week just because of the abdominal injury?
You mean was DJ Dallas's role?
Yeah,
so.
I would hope so, but I don't know for sure, so I would go Gage over him.
If he can come through this week, he's got Detroit next week.
Yeah.
And, if he's got that role solidified, it'd be great.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Clyde, Sanders, or Justin Jackson? Guys, just start Justin Jackson. I mean, I'm doing this right now. I'm sitting in that league. I'm going to sit. Yeah, all right, fine. I'll sit Sony Michel for Jackson and Mixon.
There you go.
Yeah, just start Justin Jackson. We like him quite a bit.
I'm going to be so upset when Joshua Kelly gets a touchdown.
I'm not, because I'm going to be starting. No, I am going to feel bad. I really am. I hope they both score because we've recommended him to so many people. Barkley or Mixon?
Mixon.
Here's a challenge to all of you out there. Ask me a question that gets me to start Saquon Barkley. I don't know that you can do it. In full PPR, I'd start over Rashad Penny. In non or half, I'd probably start Penny.
Melvin Gordon or Saquon Barkley?
Melvin Gordon.
Myles Gaskin or Saquon Barkley?
Saquon Barkley.
Michael Carter.
That's Barkley.
Full PPR, Damian Harris.
Damian Harris.
Devante Freeman.
Devonte Freeman.
No, come on. You can't go with the guy who was splitting work with Latavius Murray.
I don't buy that he's going to be splitting work with Latavius Murray.
You can't go with Josh Johnson's RB1A.
I'm going with Jake Fromm's RB1A. Devontae Booker's actually been kind of involved lately. Kamara, this is from Schrager. Kamara is the Saints' emergency quarterback. So something happened to Ian Book. Yeah, that was on the Fox Sunday morning pregame show. Oh, here's one. Singletary or Barkley? Definitely Singletary for me.
I do have Barkley ranked higher, but I get it.
Ian Book or Nick Foles?
Ian Book.
Oh, I'm going Foles. Yeah. What? Ian Book? Are you kidding?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I
have him one spot ahead.
I reacted that way thinking it was Jake Fromm instead of Ian Book, but still I would go Nick Foles. Like Nick Foles is
come on.
Good.
Ian Book could rush for 45 yards.
He could. Gibson or Barkley? I'll go Barkley there. I don't even know if Gibson's
Yes, Barkley over Gibson.
Rojo or Montgomery? Ooh, Chris is going to sweat that one out.
No, it's Montgomery for me.
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, it's Rojo for me.
In non-PPR, it's closer, but Montgomery, I think the passing game role is going to be so valuable. Like, I think he could have 6 catches this week.
I think he probably will. Yeah, it's a great setup for him because he's been so involved in the passing game, and he's facing the team that's the worst against pass catching running backs.
And Ronald Jones will likely have almost no role in the passing game.
I'm gonna give him 2 catches.
Right, like that's yeah.
But look, you remember Godwin and Evans are both out, so we saw in that first half, Leonard Fournette had 7 catches.
Yeah, in
a half.
They trust Leonard Fournette as a pass catcher.
They do, but
they don't trust Ronald Jones.
They don't, but I still think he could. All right, I'll give him 2-3 catches. I think he's scoring, and Montgomery very rarely does because they're the worst red zone team. They're the 3rd worst red zone team in the NFL. Also, man, the Seahawks defense is really good. So it's, to me, the run defense, sorry. So it's just the passing game work that, to me, boosts.
It's hard to get around the volume for Montgomery. Like, he has not been good the last 3 games, and he's still averaging 101 yards per game and 6.3 catches.
But
like that's just.
But the volume. I mean, is he going to have more volume? Is he going to have more touches than Ronald Jones?
Jones
had, I want to say 19 more touches.
Like he's averaging 16 carries over the last 3. I think that's a pretty good floor.
The touches that should be pretty similar.
Yeah,
the catches will certainly favor Montgomery.
Yeah, it's just like it's like we said last year. Like when people were like, David Montgomery stinks, and it's like, well, it doesn't matter that much because the role is so valuable.
It does matter though.
Because it matters to a certain extent, but like if he's going to catch 5 passes. And Ronald Jones is going to catch 2. That means Ronald Jones has to have, 45 more rushing yards probably or a touchdown? And it's not like he's guaranteed a touchdown and Montgomery isn't.
No, but he's got a much better chance of scoring it, in my opinion. All right. Also, if you're going to ask a David Montgomery question or any question, it would help to know the format.
And hit the like button.
Oh, and hit the like button. Montgomery or Patterson? PPR.
Montgomery.
Russell Gage, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, or Gibson? PPR, half PPR.
CH.
Okay, yeah. Gibson,
Dave, Jamie, and Heath all have CH as like a top 10 running back this week.
Even with Tyreek Hill back?
Maybe that changed, but that's what I saw earlier this week.
Let me check.
Oh no. Okay, Jamie's high on him. He's got him in top 12. Heath's got him top 12 as well. So Dave hates him.
I mean, that run defense for the Steelers is just
It's been real bad.
Brutal. Oh, boy. Gibson or Amir Abdullah? I'm going to chance it for Gibson.
I have Gibson 1 spot higher.
This is half PPR, so that's even more toward Gibson, I think, because Abdullah's only appeal is. I would go Gibson, and if you could drop Abdullah for Jarrett Patterson, you should do that, I think. Yes, not I think. You definitely should do that. All right. Barkley or Michelle? Michelle?
Yes, Michelle.
Mixon or Ronald Jones? Hunter Renfrow? Oh, no, Hunter Henry or Foster Moreau?
I have Mixon ahead of Jones in both formats. and I have Henry. I have Moreau ranked higher. Yeah.
So, yeah, all right. I'll call you out on this. Tell me why you'd rank Mixon over Jones, because I would definitely take Jones here. Why would you take Mixon?
I think one is on a team that we know wants to run the ball a ton and wants to run the ball specifically a ton with Joe Mixon. We've seen that over and over this season anytime they have a big lead. There's a decent chance they'll have a big lead with Josh Johnson at the quarterback for Baltimore. We have seen the Buccaneers, I believe, are the most pass-heavy team in the NFL, not just in terms of pass attempts, but in terms of how often. Yeah, they run the ball on a third of their plays this season, basically. And maybe Ronald Jones gets every single one of those and a touchdown, but we know we don't think he's going to have much of a passing game role, and the Buccaneers just might throw the ball a ton anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I just I can't count on Mixon to have a role in the passing game.
Sure.
When through the last 4 games, he's got one.
Right. I think that's pretty much a draw. I would give Mixon an edge in the passing game, not a huge one. So I'll go with the guy who we know his team is very invested in the run.
All right, Miami or the Seahawks DST?
I would go with Miami.
I would go with Miami too. The only thing I would say is that I believe the Seahawks have the Lions next week. So if you could hang on to both, that'd be great. Miami has Tennessee, which isn't that bad. But the Seahawks are a great DST to stash. But you got to win this week, so Dolphins. Chase or Allen? What? Oh, Keenan Allen? Oh. If that's Keenan Allen, then it's Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen's top 5.
Jamal Williams or Darrell Henderson? Full PPR.
Jamal Williams.
Cam Newton or Big Ben? Ben.
There's no way you can start Cam Newton. It's Ben.
Yeah, in case you didn't see, Sam Darnold's active today. He's going to play. They're going to rotate their quarterbacks. So it's got to be anyone but Cam Newton, basically.
Which usually works out.
Yeah, it's going to be start 3 in non-PPR. Najee Harris, Cordero Patterson, CEH, Justin Jackson, Sony Michel.
Najee, Patterson, and Jackson.
Boy, I really miss Frank today because this is the time where I have to go through all my lineups. I can't just sit there and let you do this solo.
Adam, I'm usually going through my lineups during the show as well.
I don't know why I'm incapable of doing that, and you are very good at that.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm very good at it.
You can just help me. Josh Kelly or Jarrett Patterson?
Yeah, I guess I'll go with Josh Kelly.
Okay, good. We've already decided that we're sitting Sony Michel for Justin Jackson. I do kind of like Michelle over Mixon, but I guess I'll stick with Mixon. Okay, so there's that. And then, yeah, it's gonna be DJ. Oh, Devante Smith. You ready for this? Devante Smith or Laquan Treadwell?
I would go with
half PPR.
Devante. I'll go with Devante.
Okay, fine. Devante it is. God, he stinks at fantasy. All right. We did that one. Gesicki, Van Jefferson, Sony Michel, Devontae Parker, PPR, all caps.
Michelle. Yeah.
Look at this. More caps. Craig Reynolds or Devontae Freeman now.
Freeman.
What about later?
So here's a question. Would you start DJ Dallas over Rashad Penny?
No. Why would I do that?
I don't know.
No, I wouldn't do that. I really think DJ Dallas.
Sorry for asking.
I don't like DJ Dallas. Is Alex Collins playing?
Would you start Josh Palmer over Michael Gallup?
Alex Collins is playing, by the way. Would I start Josh Palmer over Michael Gallup?
I'm thinking about it. Problem is LA may not run the ball or throw the ball much.
They always throw the ball, though. That's one of they're not a game script team. Yeah. I think I would start Josh Palmer over Gallup. I would take a shot.
I'm doing it. And you know why?
Why?
Here's the deciding factor.
All right, what is it?
Palmer plays at 1 and Michael Gallup plays at 8 tonight, and I would rather just know now whether I made the right decision or not.
Hey man, he could go on the COVID list by 8 o'clock.
That's also true.
Okay. Craig Reynolds or Devante Freeman?
Devante Freeman, for sure.
Cooper, Gage, Waddle, start 2.
Gage and Waddle.
Gage or Pollard in non-PPR? That's actually pretty interesting because I could see them having similar yardage.
Yeah, I would go with Gage.
Yeah. Jared Cook or Hunter Henry?
Jared Cook.
Jared Cook it is. Oh, boy, we're way behind. It's like 10 minutes back. Let's get to the fresh ones here. Zeke or Javonte Williams?
Zeke for me, but I'm in the heavy minority, I would imagine. I'm not sure if my colleagues even have Zeke as a top 20 running back at this point.
Let's find out. 20th for Jamie, 15th for Dave, 16th for Heath. But all of them, I think, have Javonte Williams ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, Davis
Williams might be top 12
7th.
for all of them.
Heath actually has Zeke 2 spots ahead of Javonte.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the grouch, Heath. Heath didn't even respond to my text.
What's that?
Heath didn't respond to my text about our lineup. And that cat,
jerk.
So busy celebrating Christmas that if it weren't for me, we probably would have sat Chase Edmonds. He probably wouldn't have. I don't know. Maybe that's not true.
That felt good. That was one where I told everyone to start Chase Edmonds on Twitter yesterday, and felt good. Felt good.
Good stuff, man. 8 catches, I think. 7, 8.
It was so obvious.
Would you wait on Gibson and pick up Jarrett Patterson or start Penny or Carter?
I'm fine with either Carter or Penny over Gibson, and I think I would just go with Carter.
Here's one that we disagreed on earlier. Jalen Hurts or Josh Allen?
Yeah, I'm going with Allen.
Yeah, we still disagree. I'll go with Hurts. I don't know, though. Yeah, I'm going to go with Hurts. A little revenge here. Boy, they were so bad last time they faced the Giants. They gotta bring it. Michael or Gibson? I don't know if that's Carter or Sony Michel.
Sony Michel. If it's Sony Michel, it's Sony Michel. If it's Michael Carter, it's Michael Carter. Easy.
There you go. Jags against the Jets or Patriots against the Bills?
Going
Patriots.
I would go with the Patriots.
The Jaguars are missing probably their 2 best defensive players.
And I would go with Dak over Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
The FFT league is so frustrating, man. Because I have Nick Chubb, Cordero Patterson, Ronald Jones. I've got Jamar Chase, Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore. I had Travis Kelce. And that's the league where I'm going against Brinson, who is projected for 185 points because he's already had Devante Adams, Deebo Samuel, and Aaron Rodgers go.
Who are you, the 6th seed?
7 maybe.
No, you couldn't have been the 7th. Only 6 teams make it.
Yeah, okay. I'm thinking of it differently. Yeah, 6.
Yeah. And Brinson's 13-1.
And he still has Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. Kupp, Adams, Deebo. And it's not even like he lucked into that. It's such an easy thought to have drafted all 3 of them. He just nailed those picks.
Yeah, this team has been so frustrating because there's been so much potential, and I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, but you say you talked about what your wide receivers and McLaurin and
my running backs this week are awesome.
Yeah, your running backs,
Patterson and Ronald Jones.
Yeah, but your wide receivers aren't that good.
Well,
they're not special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially compared to your competition. Tyler Johnson, Goddard, or Renfro?
Renfro for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting Russell Gage, DJ Moore, and Devontae Smith in a league this week. It's wild. Cooper, Sony Michel, or Russell Gage, full PPR?
Sony Michel and Russell Gage in full PPR.
Yeah, we had Cooper kind of say he wants more targets. So I agree, it's Sony and Gage, but interested to see what happens tonight. Michel or Palmer?
Michel, for sure.
Darrell Williams, Rashad Penny, or Jarrett Patterson? Penny.
Rashad Penny.
Merry Christmas. Michael Carter, DK Metcalf, Thielen, or Van Jefferson?
Thielen.
What'd you get for Christmas, by the way? Anything good?
What's that?
Did you get anything good for Christmas?
I got Inside the Songs by Bo Burnham on vinyl.
Oh, cool. I don't
and
know. That's cool.
That's pretty much it so far. I'll probably get myself something at some point.
Okay, good for
Maybe
you.
a new TV if I win one of my fantasy leagues.
Oh, how big are we talking here?
So we've got a 55-inch, and I've got about 5 inches on each side of the wall. So I probably can't go much bigger than that. So I might just get like a really nice 55-inch, you know?
All right. Okay. Like a virtual reality?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Great. Mixon or Sanders, half PPR?
I'll get the one that rolls up. Have you seen it? It's only $100,000.
No, I haven't seen that.
There's a TV that rolls, and it rolls down and like hides in a cabinet, and then you like press a button and it rolls out.
Who needs
crazy.
that? Who needs that?
Crazy. Nobody. That's why it's $100,000. Joe Mixon over Miles Sanders.
Okay. Hey, let's hit that like button. We got 15 minutes, a little bit more than that. We got about 17 minutes left. We're at 715 likes. We can do this. We can get to 1,000. Let's go. Hit that like button. Saquon Barkley, Nico Collins, Michael. Okay, I'm finally going to say Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Who's the other? Nico Collins, Gallup, Reynolds, Palmer. I'm guessing that's Josh Reynolds, Palmer, and Darrell Williams.
I would go with Palmer.
Kendrick Bourne or Amari Cooper, non-PPR?
Amari Cooper.
How about Pollard or Palmer, PPR?
I would still go with Pollard.
Renfro, Gallup, Metcalf, Van Jefferson. Pick two.
Renfro and Metcalf.
I'm going to tweet something right now.
Okay.
It's a bold proclamation.
All right.
DK Metcalf today. 6 catches, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I think you're low on the yards. If he's going to score 2 touchdowns, it's going to be 100 plus.
Okay, I'll bump it up. 82 yards, 2 touchdowns. I can't go 100.
Okay.
6 catches, 82 yards, 2 touchdowns. Oh, Michael Davis, Chargers cornerback, is questionable. It's a pretty big deal, actually. It would be in a normal matchup, but Houston's not going to be able to take advantage of that. All right. Joe Mixon or Jamar Chase in the flex?
Joe Mixon.
Who are we sitting? Van Jefferson, Antonio Brown, Terry McLaurin, Damian Harris, or Josh Palmer?
Sitting.
Josh Palmer for me.
I think Palmer would be behind Van Jefferson, yes.
Are Madison and Rojo must starts? Absolutely. Unless, of course, you have Justin Jackson, then you could start him over Rojo, according to Chris.
There is no running back who you would have to make a decision on who I would start over Alexander Madison. The only one would have been Jonathan Taylor.
Would you? So you have Madison ranked ahead of James Robinson?
Yep.
Okay. Joe Mixon or Justin Jackson?
Joe Mixon.
Goddard or Pitts? PPR.
Pitts.
Tyler Johnson or Adam Thielen?
Adam Thielen for sure.
Yeah. Emergency. Standard League. DJ Moore, DeAndre Swift, Michael Carter, Russell Gage.
Moore and Gage.
Interesting choice you made there, Bernie. When you wrote Carter, parentheses, Jets RB. Wouldn't you think just writing Michael would have been faster? I'm not complaining, but I'm trying to save you time.
It would have. It's fewer characters for sure.
And you don't have a space. You don't have the parentheses. I mean, it's just one. I think it's, just something to consider next time. All right, we need a tight end. Foster Moreau, CJ Uzama, or Hunter Henry?
Foster Moreau.
Pick 3 in PPR. Justin Jackson, Ezekiel Elliott, Damian Harris, Sony Michel, Adam Thielen, Tyler Lockett, Russell Gage. Who we got?
Okay. Justin Jackson, Ezekiel Elliott, and Tyler Lockett versus Sony Michel is really hard. I think I would go Lockett.
Let's see how people are reacting to my DK Metcalf proclamation. Speak it into existence, please. Don't say that, please.
Too little, too late for me. Do Lockett now. Did you
Yeah.
see the snow?
No, I didn't see the snow.
Is he referring to snow in the Seattle game?
Yeah, I guess so. No, I didn't see the snow.
Snow's not that concerning.
DK Metcalf is awesome in snow. I don't know if that's true, but
did you see the snow here?
No, is it snow?
I happened to be up at like 3 a.m. on Friday or Thursday night, Friday morning, and it snowed.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Snow's whatever. Once you've seen it once, I mean,
it's still cool to me.
Who are you sitting here? Ronald Jones, T. Higgins. You're not sitting Justin Jackson. I know that.
Sitting T. Higgins.
Okay. I think we just answered that one. Sit Michael Carter in case we didn't. Chuba Hubbard, Rashad Penny, or Devante Freeman?
I would start.
Oh, sorry.
Freeman.
Is Blake Bell even playing? I don't know if he came off the COVID list. But either way, you're going to go with Gerald Everett here, right?
Yeah.
Blake Bell is off the COVID list. Okay. Jamar Chase or Justin Jackson?
Justin Jackson.
Kevin Scala has an even bigger emergency. Gibson, Patterson, Emmanuel Sanders.
I would just go with Emmanuel Sanders and hit like.
Yeah, hit like, sure.
We're not quite there yet. We got 15 minutes left. I don't know if we're going to get to 1,000. We need about 240. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, woo. Okay, I keep staring at my lineups thinking I'm missing something, like my kicker or something like that. But now we're good. Barkley question. Half PPR, 2 running backs in a flex. Ronald Jones, Justin Jackson, Joe Mixon, Adam Thielen, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Saquon Barkley. It ain't going to be Barkley.
It is not Barkley. It is Ronald. You need 2 RBs in a flex. So it's Ronald Jones and Justin Jackson and Joe Mixon.
Yeah, start the running backs. How about...
Who aren't Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, true. Michael Carter, Tyler Lockett, Hollywood Brown, St. Brown, Javonte. We got standard scoring. Give me one running back. Carter.
Javonte.
Yeah. And then a flex. Lockett.
Lock
it up. I know those aren't the words, but Reynolds or Melvin Gordon?
Melvin. Great matchup.
Let's see. What was your favorite 90s dance song?
Man, how are we defining? You know what? I know what it is. Life After Love by Cher. Believe.
I don't think that was 90s.
I think that was 90s.
Do you believe?
Great song. Do you believe in love after love? After love. 1998.
Really? I remember being in high school. I thought it was like 2000.
I can feel something inside me say.
I'm going to go with Rhythm of the Night. This is the rhythm of the night. That's a good one. Did we answer this or we just been singing the whole time? Mixon, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, or Justin Jackson? Who are you sitting? Oh, it's the sweet old cat. Oh,
I am sitting CH.
Clyde. She's a Clyde. Gibson, Sanders, McLaurin, or Parker? Yeah, you got to cut those nails.
We did that a couple weeks ago. Gibson, so pick one?
Yeah.
I would go with McLaurin.
I don't like that I keep sitting Parker, but I keep sitting Parker.
Yeah.
Bengals against the Ravens or Chiefs against the... I like the emojis there. Chiefs against the Steelers.
I would go with the Chiefs.
Sony or Javonte?
Javonte.
Please pick 2. Josh Jacobs, Emmanuel Sanders, or Justin Jackson?
Format. I would sit Miles Sanders.
I think that's fine. I would sit Sanders in full PPR. I would sit Jacobs in non or half.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, apparently I've been skipping Tom. Believe me, It is not on purpose. We have so many questions here. PPR, one running back in a flex. Sony Michel, Penny, Jackson, Darrell Williams, Darnell Mooney, Tyler Johnson, Dalton Schultz. All right.
That's easy. Michelle and Jackson.
Michel and Jackson. Okay. Melvin Gordon. Wait, for all the Javonte Williams questions, we get so few Melvin Gordon questions. And it can't be because everybody knows what to do with Melvin Gordon, but not Javonte, you know? Gordon, Javonte, Sony Michel, Darrell Henderson. Give me two.
Gordon, Javonte, Sony Michel. Javonte and Sony Michel.
How about Gibson, Komet, or Palmer?
I'll go with Gibson, assuming he's active. If not, I'll go with Palmer.
Yeah, but you don't know that. You know?
Then I guess I'll go with Palmer.
The latest we saw was that there is optimism about Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, I would expect him to play, but I guess there's risk. If you could drop Palmer for Patterson,
right,
that'd be fine.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, another emergency. It's a fire emergency. Cousins or Russ?
I have Russ ranked higher.
I mean, if DK Metcalf's going for 82 and 2 touchdowns, then you have to go with
exactly
Russell Wilson.
That means Russell Wilson's going to have at least 15 points.
Russell Wilson, Michael Carter or Tony Pollard?
Michael Carter.
Carter's very sneaky, man.
What do you want?
Give him his roll back and he could have a huge game. Jared Cook or Cole Kmet?
Jared Cook. What do you want?
What do you want, little cat? Sony or Javonte Williams? Half PPR.
Javonte.
Diggs, Deontay, or Lockett? All right, it's not going to be Lockett, I think. Diggs or Deontay?
Yeah, it's Diggs for me.
Okay. Javonte or Zeke?
I have Zeke one spot higher.
Yeah, I'd go Javonte, but it's not easy. Patriots or Bengals?
I think it's okay to go with the Bengals.
PPR flex, Mooney or Damian Harris?
Damian Harris.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were going to say Mooney there. Start 3 and bench 1. Who are you benching? Zek, Mixon, Edwards-Helaire, Ronald Jones. PPR.
Edwards-Helaire.
I'm going to sit. Did you hit that?
Yes. I just like the apocalyptic emergency. I didn't want to lose it.
This is funny. People are one-upping each other with emergencies. Please rank them in full PPR. Najee, Javonte, Rojo. We're going to do our top 4.
Yeah.
Give me your top 4.
So I think it's Najee, Rojo, Antonio Brown, Javonte.
806 likes. I don't think
we're gonna get 200 in 10 minutes, 8 minutes.
Obligatory emergency intro to get your attention. Javonte Williams, Michael Carter, or Sony Michel in standard scoring?
Javonte.
Foster Moreau, Gerald Everett, or Cole Kmet?
Everett.
811 likes. All right, let's do it. Hit that like button. See if we have any more emergencies. I need 2. Mixon, Rojo, Barkley, Jackson.
Mixon and Jackson for me. Mixon and Rojo for Adam.
Yeah, Michael Carter or Rashad Penny?
Michael Carter.
Michael Cater. Amon-Ra St. Brown or Josh Palmer?
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
DJ Plumer, stop asking your question, please. I'm second guessing. Sorry. Pick a running back and 2 flex. Javonte, Rojo, Jackson. That's it for me. I'll go with them. Hollywood Brown and Russell Gage.
Yep, the running backs.
Lamb or Waddle?
Oh, Waddle.
A pandemic emergency. Gibson, okay. Hollywood Brown, or McLaurin? Who am I benching?
I would bench Gibson.
Now, this is one where you could go game time and bench either McLaurin or Gibson.
Yeah, I think I would feel better about McLaurin.
Okay. Down to the wire emergency. Sony Michel, David Harris, or Dallas Goedert?
Oh, Sony Michel.
Sony or Javonte?
Javonte.
Amon or St. Brown? I think we answered that. St. Brown or Palmer?
Amon or St. Brown?
Major my life on the line emergency. What a fun bit. Seahawks tight end or Jaguars tight end? Are you saying tight end? All right, let's answer both. Everett or O'Shaughnessy, and then Seahawks or Jags DST in case that's what he meant.
So I would go with the Seahawks DST, and I would go with Everett over O'Shaughnessy. Although I do like O'Shaughnessy quite a bit.
I haven't even seen anything on Dan Arnold. I'm assuming he's not playing.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
I know he got activated, but I don't think he's playing. Miami or the Cowboys DST? Miami has the Dolphins.
Yeah. No, I would go with the Cowboys.
All right. Can't really argue. Cowboys have been great. Kadarius Toney or Tim Patrick?
I would go with Tim Patrick.
Another emergency Rampart. Justin Jackson and Damian Harris over Gibson? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Justin Jackson will make or break your season today.
A lot of seasons.
Not really an emergency. Tyler Johnson, Goddard, or Renfro? Renfro, right?
Sorry, I just saw a really funny tweet. Renfro, yeah. And Brady over Hurts still.
Oh, boy. I don't even know if I can read this. I'll read it. My wife took the kids' emergency. Mixon, Javonte, Madison, Jackson, Michelle, pick 3.
That is one of my favorite bits on Twitter is anytime like Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport or Adrian Wojnarowski tweets, one of the first responses you'll see is my wife left me. I don't know why this started happening, but it always makes me laugh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. So Mixon, you need to pick 3. Madison, Mixon, and Jackson.
Ruffles or Lay's with what is Tapatio?
That's a hot sauce.
Oh, okay.
It's a very good hot sauce. It's not the best hot sauce.
Ruffles, baby. Ruffles. Let the hot sauce get into the ruffs.
Yeah.
2 minutes left, emergency. Half PPR, Pollard or Darrell Williams?
Pollard.
Palmer or Tyler Johnson?
I would go with Palmer.
Smash the like, and now we need a flex. Devante Freeman is our last question. Devontae Freeman, Damian Harris, Tyler Boyd, Rashad Penny, or Dalton Schultz? PPR.
Damian Harris and Rashad Penny.
All right, great. I think you only need one, though. So Chris goes double.
Damian Harris.
All right, thanks, everybody. Best of luck to you. We're going to be back at about 8:15. Now, hopefully a little earlier than that, but 8:05 to answer, well, not to answer your questions, to talk about Week 16. Let's go, Justin Jackson. And let's get a Josh Kelly touchdown just for good measure. Thank you so much to Chris Towers. Merry Christmas, everybody. Good luck today. See ya.